Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the other terminal at the Detroit Metro Airport. This is the Evans Terminal, which is basically where most of the other airlines that are not called Delta fly out of. My name is Scott. I'm the guy who's been writing detailed airline reviews over on SANspotter.com for the past 13 years, and despite growing up in the Detroit metro area, this is my very first time flying out of the Evans Terminal, and you know what? I was kinda looking forward to this. Anyway, I am here to catch Spirit Airlines flight number 3102 to San Diego, scheduled to go out at 9:15 a.m., and I'm going to be doing it in, no joke, first class. Yes, Spirit Airlines has first class now, but as I'm about to show you, it's actually not all that great. However, don't worry, yes, their famous big front seats remain, those still exist, they are a thing. They've just bundled those seats along with a few extra perks like free Wi-Fi and a free snack into what they call first class. It's not true domestic first class, but anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself here because, as we all know, the very first order of business when flying Spirit is to test and see if your carry-on bag actually qualifies as a carry-on bag. Yes, mine did, but as a first class passenger, I got a free carry-on bag anyway, so it doesn't matter. So far, so good, right? Wrong. This is Spirit Airlines after all, so guess what? Delay, yes. Long story short, I overheard the gate agents talking, and this particular aircraft, this A320 assigned to this flight, was undergoing maintenance in the hangar. It was completed on time, however, there was no one available to bring it over to our gate. This resulted in a boarding delay of about 1 hour, and what made it worse is that the gate agents made no announcements of any kind. Nothing about the delay or an estimated time of departure, nothing. So we all just stood around and waited for something, anything, to happen. Thinking back on it, I wasn't all that frustrated, mainly because, well, this is Spirit Airlines, and is it really necessary for me to say anything more about that? Didn't think so. Here we are. Welcome to first class on Spirit Airlines. Yes, these are the standard big front seats, the big front seats we all know and love. They are domestic first class style seats. It is a 2-2 configuration, extra wide seats, generous legroom. I've got the bulkhead row this time, which is even more room. I like that. And it's worth noting that there are only 2 rows of big front seats, first class, on this aircraft. So just rows 1 and 2, and the rest are all basic economy seats. In a nutshell, nothing physical has changed. Even though they are calling this first class now, it is still the same big front seat experience, which has always been great. Longtime readers of my content and watchers of my YouTube videos know that I'm a big fan of the Spirit Airlines big front seat, even the older style big front seat which this aircraft features. And let's be real here, these are not luxurious seats by any stretch of the imagination, but they are big, and I like that. Something else that was really big is this opening in the base of my seat. I lost my water bottle through that opening 3 freaking times before we even pushed off the gate. It's a little annoying. If I didn't mention it already, scheduled flying time was 4 hours and 28 minutes, which is admittedly a pretty long flight on Spirit Airlines. Not one you want to take in economy class, I think. I say that from experience. But here in first class, or big front seat first class, whatever they want to call it, this has the potential to be comfortable-ish, I guess. Anyway, we're about to find out. It's exactly 10:38 a.m. now, and after our 15-minute taxi over to runway 04 right, we are finally on our way. Here we go. I know. Some of you are probably wondering why I chose to fly Spirit over Delta for this long flight out to San Diego. And let me just tell you, there were 3 reasons. Number 1, as I've mentioned several times already, I was just dying to try Spirit Airlines first class. Number 2 is that I was worried that this would be my last chance to fly Spirit Airlines. As we all know, they haven't been doing all that well financially. And then number 3, this would be my first opportunity to fly into the all-new Terminal 1 at San Diego International Airport, which opened the day prior. I certainly didn't come here for the food. So here we go. This is first-class food on Spirit Airlines. Nope, you don't get a meal. You don't even get a sandwich or a snack basket or a snack box. You get a bag of chips and a drink, and that's it. If I'm being quite honest with you, I think that's perfectly fine for shorter flights, which, and I don't have any hard data to back this up, but I'm willing to bet that most Spirit Airlines flights are under 2 hours, and for a flight under 2 hours, a bag of chips and a soft drink is good enough in my opinion. But it just doesn't quite cut it on these longer transcons, and I highly recommend bringing your own food. One of the main perks of Spirit Airlines First Class is complimentary Wi-Fi. This is a good thing in my opinion because their standalone Wi-Fi plans aren't all that cheap. Basic browsing is $17, and if you want to stream anything, it's going to cost you $20. And keep in mind, this was September 2025, so things could change. As a matter of fact, I can pretty much guarantee that things have changed, especially considering how desperate this airline is to turn a profit. And I know, I could have saved a lot of money by flying economy and then paying for Wi-Fi out of pocket, so I didn't save any money by buying a first-class ticket just to get the free Wi-Fi. It was very fast, though, very satisfying, and very convenient to connect to. Basically, the way it works is when you book your ticket, you'll get a code upon completion of the booking process that you can use when you log into the Wi-Fi once you're on the flight. Very intuitive, very easy to set up, no issues. For those of you who clicked on a Spirit Airlines review in hopes of being entertained with issues, I got one for you. This is the forward lavatory, and let's just say that I didn't really want to touch anything. This aircraft was only 10 years old at the time of this recording, but it looks like the lavatories haven't been touched at all. Well, they've been touched. They just haven't been updated, I think. As you can see, the weather was absolutely perfect all the way across the country today. Here we are, what I'm guessing, looks like Colorado? Well, no, yeah, Colorado-ish. Just over the front range of the Rocky Mountains there. This is the Flighty app, by the way. This is not something that Spirit Airlines offers. But since I'm on Wi-Fi, got that free Wi-Fi going, I can connect and easily stay up to date with the status of my flight and how late I'm going to be. But all in all, I've got to say that I was really impressed with, not impressed, but I was very satisfied with the way that this flight was going so far. My only complaint or disappointment up to this point was the fact that I was expecting more food. I was expecting at least a sandwich, so just to get a bag of chips on a 4.5-hour flight was, yeah, I did not come prepared. I was hungry. I wasn't thirsty, though. I pretty much milked this Diet Coke all the way across the country today. It was pretty much flat by the time I got to San Diego. And it's worth noting that drinks and snacks were always available through the flight, and I'm kicking myself now that I didn't try to get something else because I can't tell you if first-class passengers actually have to pay if they want a second drink or a second snack. I don't know. But Spirit Airlines being what it is, and in the financial situation that they're in, it wouldn't surprise me if additional snacks and drinks come at an extra cost. By the way, if you're curious about all of the traveling that I do, and I do quite a bit, mostly air travel, I do have a free newsletter, link in the description below, and it's basically where I send out information about my most recent trips. I talk about things that happen behind the scenes that I don't talk about publicly, upcoming trips, things I'm excited about, things I'm not excited about. Like I said, totally free, unsubscribe anytime, no obligation, blah blah blah. As we're on the descent into San Diego here, it occurred to me that maybe the fourth reason why I chose to take this flight is because this was a week before Spirit Airlines pulled out of San Diego for good. It may have been 2 weeks, but Spirit Airlines was ending service to San Diego after many years, and this was it. Which I'm still kind of in shock over because I can't remember the last time that Spirit Airlines did not serve San Diego. It's weird. We touched down on runway 27, 1 hour and 8 minutes late at 11:38 a.m. Typically clear, beautiful September morning in San Diego, although I will say that this is the hot time of year. I can't remember exactly what the temperature was, but I can pretty much guarantee it was a little bit toasty out there. And now, here comes the part about this flight that I was probably the most excited about. This is the old Terminal 1 here at the San Diego International Airport, and it was just 2 days ago that they closed this down because the all-new Terminal 1, which we will be pulling up to momentarily, opened up. Those of you who have been enjoying my airline reviews over the years know that Terminal 1 was never my favorite, or this old Terminal 1, or the Circle of Death, as I refer to it as. It wasn't my favorite at the time, but now that it's gone, I will admit that I am going to miss it. Sometimes you just don't know what you got until it's gone, I guess. This is a perfect example of that. Despite all of that, I am very happy to be pulling up to the all-new Terminal 1 for the very first time. This is something that I had been looking forward to for many years, and the day had finally come. So excited, I had even forgot that I was flying Spirit Airlines first class. Which, admittedly, isn't really all that fair to Spirit, because first class on a low-cost carrier such as this is kind of a big deal. Yes, it's still a big deal, even if it is the same old big front seat product with just a snack and a drink and Wi-Fi. But you know what I mean. I just like the fact that they're being really scrappy right now, even though they are not doing so well financially. The fact that they're willing to try new things, different things, that's a sign that they are fighting for survival, and I like that. And I really hope this ends up working for them, because I do want them to survive. I like Spirit Airlines. I like those big front seats. And you know what? This being my first look at the all-new Terminal 1, I think I like this. Good riddance to the Circle of Death, I guess. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.